What is up guys, this is Tito back with another video on the Redmi K20 Pro, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you the latest AwakenOS, and this is actually the latest of the GApps included build. There is also a without GApps build which just came out, and I think that has the same things but without GApps. You just need to flash GApps separately. But this one which I am rocking over here on my Redmi K20 Pro is a GApps included version, and that is the 31st October 2020 build. And here as you can see it's about 1136 MB, and we have the XD and changelog stuff over here. And if you want to flash this ROM, you can click on the card right there, follow the video and just flash this particular ROM instead of the dirt face ROM which I think I showed in the video. And on top we have this AwakenOS logo, and we have the Android version as Android 11, of course, if I tap it multiple times. And as you can see, if I do this right now, it shows 11. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And right now my device theme is in dark, so let me just actually disable the dark theme so that you guys can see it better. Let me actually show you, and I can also decrease the brightness just like this. As you can see, this ROM of course has this feature which was not there with the dark face ROM and stuff like that. And even Evolution X ROM right now do not have these kind of features, but this ROM has it. I'll show the customizations later on, but right now let me just focus on this Android version section. Here we have the AwakenOS, and version is 1.2.2 Amber official build. Over here it says the maintainer's name is Ayush Dubey, and we have the Android security patch level as October 5th 2020. The stock kernel is still perf-g kernel over here. I did not flash any kernel separately. The Screenrecord status is enforcing, and here you can see the build date as October 30th 2020. Right now if I just go into the system, as you can see there is no system updater over here as far as like if you are talking right now, but they might add that in future. But I do not like the fact that they have a separate like without GApps build. But yeah, I like the with or included GApps build, so I just went with that. In the gesture settings we have this system navigation gestures, and here if you go into the settings we have this haptic feedback option, and of course you can adjust the gesture bar length over here. So that is what I like. As you can see right now my gesture bar size has increased if you're looking at the bottom over here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Let me just go back from here. And there is also 2 and 3 button navigation too. If you want to enable that, you can, of course. Then there is also this swipe to take screenshot, so that is really good that we have this screenshot feature. Also you can take the screenshot from this like recents panel. Of course this is the Android 11's feature, and if you tap on edit, and of course the markup is actually working over here, unlike the Evolution X ROM or the dirt face ROM. The last time I tried those, this like markup feature was just force closing, but yeah, here you can mark something just like this, and you can also like change the colors of it. So yeah, this is pretty cool and I like this. So let me just go back from here. Here we also have this prevent ringing option, so that is cool. Quick camera opening thing is there. Let me go back, and there is also this front camera sound effects, and you can change the sounds to this like these many options, and then you can disable the sounds if you want to. Then there is a camera LED disabling option, and the default keyboard over here is Google keyboard or Gboard, so that is nice. Talking about the home screen, this is how it looks like again, and as you can see we have the Google's Discover page to the left. This is actually a pixel launcher, but surprisingly let me actually show you from the apps info. As you can see this is the pixel launcher, but this simply does not have the like suggestions disabling option for some reason. So yeah, you cannot simply disable these app suggestions over here on top. These just appears over here. So yeah, you cannot disable that, and I do not like that, but yeah, I'm not like too much sad about that. And here there is no double tap to sleep anywhere on the home screen, but swiping down gets you to the notification panel over here. As you can see the widgets are working totally fine here, no issues, and there is also double tap to sleep on the status bar, so that is really cool. And here let me actually show you the fingerprint scanner speed right now. From the always on display, right hand thumb unlocked. Right now let me just do it from the left hand thumb, and as you can see it did unlock. Right now let's just do from the lock screen over here, and as you can see again it did unlock from the lock screen. Let me just try again with the lock screen, and as you can see with the left hand thumb it unlocked. Right now let me just try with night light, and here from always on display with night light it unlocked, and with left hand thumb night light turned on, always on display, still unlocked. And right now I'm gonna try from the lock screen again with night light turned on, right hand thumb again worked. From the lock screen night light turned on, left hand thumb still unlocked. So yeah, the fingerprint scanner is working very well and there is no issues with the fingerprint scanner that I could find over here. Now talking about the stock wallpaper, I am liking it, but the one thing which is bad, I think this black wallpaper is not quite totally black. This is some kind of gray, and you can notice it when you are in dark mode and stuff. Of course, this is an AMOLED display, so I can pretty much notice that this is kind of a grayish black color and not quite like super dark black on the background. So yeah, that's one thing to mention. And right now let me just go into the wallpaper section so that I can show you. This is the only wallpaper that you get by default, or else you just have to go to this wallpapers app and then you can get these much wallpapers if you have the Google's wallpapers app. Okay, so I forgot to disable the night light. Right now I just disabled it. That's why the display was looking a little bit yellowish. And this is how the quick setting panel looks like again. And you can add more toggles like the screen recorder, and this is the Android 11 kind of screen recorder where you do have device audio and microphone audio recording at the same time on both. It will record the system audio, and what I am saying over here, it will be catching the audio with the microphone on the same track. And over here we have more toggles like dark theme, heads up, etc. You can add multiple more toggles like inverted colors, screencast, etc. then weather and stuff. But there is no FPS counter option that I simply could not find over here. There is also this AOD option. You can of course disable that. In the settings, let me actually show you. This is how it looks like. And if you're noticing, there is the VoLTE icon up there. This is how the stock InCall UI looks like. There is no call recording option because this is simply the pixel dialer. Right now let's just jump into the Awaken settings where you will find all the customizations. Here we have status bar, quick settings, buttons, notification, lock screen, ambient display and MISC stuff. So right now let me just jump into the status bar. Here we have the brightness control, which I just showed already, and you can of course decrease or increase brightness by just sliding a finger on the status bar, as you can see. So that is very cool. And this blur you are noticing on the background, this is pretty adaptive blur over here, and whenever you are watching YouTube or something, this blur stays and the content behind that does move over here, unlike Android 10. So that is very cool over here, that this is a live kind of blur view that you are getting in the background. Here we have the old mobile data type icons, something like that, and 4G icon is there, data disabled icon is there, roaming indicator is there, battery style is there, and of course there is the big dotted circle, which I am liking. So that is very cool that big dotted circle is there. Also there is circle, dotted circle, big circle, solid, hidden, etc. options. Then we have the enabling percentage of the battery option. Then we have this battery percentage when charging and stuff. And of course we have the clock position stuff. So from positioning, you can change the clock position to left, center or right. Then we have the AM/PM style, and you can set it to normal, small or hidden. Then inside status bar items, we have the headset, Bluetooth, etc. icons. Also the VoLTE icon is there. So yeah, the VoLTE icon does show up. Let me go back to the quick settings panel. Here we have the new tint style if you want to use that, and vibrate on toggle touch is there. Then brightness slider, you can choose to show always or show only when expanded and stuff. Then we have the auto brightness icon, background opacity and stuff like that. Then we have the battery percentage enabling option, and disable quick settings when locked and stuff is there. Inside buttons we have the wake device playback control, and enable advanced reboot is there. So let me actually show you from the power menu. As you can see, if I tap on restart right now, it shows directly rebooting option to recover your system. And if you tap this, as you can see, you can go even to bootloader. So that is very cool. The power menu seems nice. And here we have the disable power menu on lock screen. Then keyboard cursor control, show volume panel on the left, you can enable that. And right now, as you can see, this is how my volume panel looks like. I can adjust the media, then notification and alarm volume from here, and put the phone into vibrate or silent from here. And toggle torch option is there. So if I enable that right now, if I lock the device and long press the power button, as you can see, it toggles the torch. I hope you can see it. The torch is on right now. So if I tap and hold, as you can see again, it turned off the torch again, as you can see. So yeah, it does work fine. In the notifications, we have this notification sound if active, then notification headers, and then we have the center notification header, something like that. Inside lock screen, we have the double tap to sleep, then double tap to sleep on the status bar as well is there. And we have the media, art and stuff like that. Then music visualizer, lock icon, lock screen charging info does show up. Then we have the show on lock screen stuff. Setup weather option is there. Then you can change the weather option to pixel style if you want that. Then inside ambient display, we have the battery level, always on, etc. Let me go back. We have the MISC stuff where you get the dashboard, condition and suggestions. Now inside battery settings, this is how it looks like. And talking about the battery life, this ROM has been giving me insane battery life, I would say. And you can see the screenshots over here. I have got about 8+ hours of screen on time easily on this ROM. So no issues even with customizations. This ROM is giving 8+ hours of screen on time with the battery life, and it does support 18-watt fast charging, of course. No issues with that. Even 27 watt should work if you have the charger. And here we have the full battery usage if you tap on the battery icon over here. And thermal profile, battery saver, adaptive battery, even that's there, but I did not use the battery saver at all, and I did not even need to enable that. Let me go back. In the display settings, we have the lock screen settings, and here again we have the notification on lock screen. You can customize that as you like it, and always on or always show time and info is there. We have the brightness level, then night light, adaptive brightness, screen timeout is there, then rotation settings is there, of course 180 degrees there. Then we have the styles and wallpapers. Again, from here you can change the clock style of the lock screen from here. Let me go back. We have the font size, display size, DPI, then double tap to wake is there, then display cutout mode is there if you want that, then anti-flicker mode is there, I have enabled that. And we have the dark theme, of course you can schedule that if you want to. Headline and body fonts, I have changed it to OnePlus Slate. You can also use the default font, which should look like this. And there is the icon shape changing option. You can change it to these many options, as you can say leaf, mellow, pebble, etc. options are there. And there is the settings dashboard icons. Then there is the default background, accent background, plain accent, etc. option is there. Even OnePlus option is there. And then we have the Awaken themes, and from here you can choose any accent color. From here, as you can see, you can choose as you can see, if you tap over here, you can just choose any kind of accent color from here pretty much. So yeah, no issues with the accent colors. There is the RGB control. And in the sound settings, we do have the Mi Audio Direct, and I have been using it with the Youth Edition. And with this, the sound output via the headphone jack and Bluetooth as well is great. No issues that I found over here with sound quality. And even there is the sound presets like rock, jazz, etc. And also there is the hi-fi audio direct. Then vibrate for calls, you can choose to vibrate first, then ring gradually, then always vibrate and stuff like that. And ringtone vibration pattern, you can change it from here. Then we have the media, phone ringtone, etc. Then we have touch vibration, etc. Charging sound, screenshot sound, you can disable that too over here. This is the first time which I have been seeing the screenshot sound disabling option on Android 11 ROM. And in the security, we have the fingerprint option, then we have the face unlock. Let me just quickly set up the face unlock, as I have already showed you the fingerprint scanner speed. Let's tap next right now. Let me just hold it for a couple of seconds. Okay, so both were turned off, so I'll just enable this unlocking your phone, then skip lock screen. Let's see what happens. Right now I'll just double tap over here, and as you can see right now it just unlocks right away whenever I double tap on the always on display, because I have that skip lock screen stuff turned on. Now let me just disable the skip lock screen option, and right now if I just double tap on the status bar and double tap, okay, so it still unlocks. So yeah, I have to swipe up once, as you can see, to actually go into the stuff where I was already. So yeah, even when you have the skip lock screen turned off, if you double tap, as you can see, it opens the front camera and unlocks the device for you, and you just have to swipe up then. So yeah, this is how the face unlock actually works. But there is no app locking as of right now over here, but I'm pretty sure they will be adding that in the future updates. Right now, let me just quickly talk about the most disappointing thing about this ROM, I would say as of right now, is the stock camera. This is the old kind of Google camera, and as you can see, this is a pretty basic one. And even if I can switch to the front camera and stuff, I guess, but yeah, this is not quite a nice camera to work with. So yeah, I don't like this stock camera at all. So I have already installed the Google Camera 7, as there is no ANX camera as of right now for the Redmi K20 Pro working on Android 11. So yeah, we have to wait until 2021 for that. And here, as you can see, we can switch to the wide angle and the telephoto lens with this Google camera. So yeah, this is actually working. If you want to install this Google camera, click on the card right there. And night sight and stuff, of course, is working, and even front camera night sight should be working fine with this Google Camera 7. So yeah, Google Camera 7, after I have installed that, there is no issues, it is working totally fine. The DRM info over here shows as level 1 if you're noticing. So yeah, that means you can stream Netflix or Amazon Prime videos in 1080p on this ROM. And also it passes the safety net test. That means you can use banking apps like Google Pay or any other things like that without like flashing Magisk or using Magisk Hide. So out of the box, banking apps are working fine on this ROM. Now let me just quickly open some of the apps and show you guys the app download speed and the RAM management. By the way, the 3070 has been dropped in price. As you can see right now, it's 44,500. The price of this one was about 51,000, but Nvidia dropped the price. So I'm just letting you guys know because I just opened the tab earlier. Let me just open Facebook, Twitter, Play Store, YouTube. YouTube is going crazy with their ads. Let me go to this home app. Right now, what more should I open? Spotify. And let's open this DRM Info 2. And also this safety net test. And this MiFit app. So right now let's go to home and let's open all these apps from memory. And as you can see, okay, so Twitter was closed, Play Store again closed. So the memory management seems a little bit here and there, but yeah, Twitter and Play Store was removed from memory. That's all I can say. This data info still in memory, this safety net test still in memory, Google Chrome in memory, MiFit, yes, it is still in memory, Spotify still in memory, Instagram still in memory, Google Home, Twitter, Play Store. Right now everything is in memory, it seems like. So yeah, the memory management was kind of here and there, but right now it is working super fine. All the apps are staying in memory. So no issues with the memory management, and you can of course go to the recents panel just like this. You can enable split screen and stuff like that over here, and also you can pin an app, then pause an app, or take a screenshot, or like put the select over here. So you can select any text from this screen. So yeah, this is a really cool feature of Android 11. You can switch between apps just like this. If you wanna try a Android 11 ROM right now on the Redmi K20 Pro, you should definitely try the AwakenOS if you really want a stable experience. And I have been using it. This is quite stable. I did not face any random reboots or stuff like that. Even the performance is really good and the battery life is really good again. And if you want to know about the performance over here, here is the Antutu and Geekbench scores for this ROM. So thanks so much for watching this video, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel down there if you have not yet. This is Tito from KDN Tech signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye now.